Courtney Cox here with Marcus Omard, which means it's time to talk soccer. In particular, the Europa League, which we haven't really talked about. I don't think we've talked about it at all this season so far. So it's time to break it down. Manchester United taking on Ajax. So this is a big game, but since we haven't talked about the league, break it down for me. What makes this game so important?
Well, the Europa League is European soccer's secondary competition. It's kind of far from the bright lights and the glitz of the Champions League, but it's two big teams that are playing. It's Manchester United, which everybody knows, they've got legions of fans around the world, and Ajax, which is the pride and joy of Amsterdam. So two big teams, prestigious teams. They actually were having a little bit of banter on Twitter about, you know, who's got more trophies and we've won this and we've won that. But it's really, besides these teams' history, they need this win for the present because the winner gets the spot in the Champions League, which is worth a lot of money and a lot of effort for both these teams.
All right, so two big teams, but big fan bases going at it on Twitter. So kind of the recipe for a great game. What should we expect?
I'm thinking it's going to be a clash of styles. Ajax has this young team that's built largely from academy products, from local kids and kids they plucked from nations like Denmark and kind of far from the eyes of Europe's big leagues. But Ajax now has they revolutionized the game back in the 70s, and their coach, Peter Bosz, is he's trying to bring that back and get this young team playing that way. They've had more shots than any other team in the Europa League this year, so they're really exciting, really offensive, attacking play, and he says we're trying to win this game with style. Manchester United, they're more, let's call them substance. They finished 6th in the Premier League, which is no great feat for them, but they also are, they're building something new under their head coach, Jose Mourinho. They were the pass masters in the Europa League, more passes, lots of completions, and they went to the final through kind of intense, cagey games, but you know, they got here, and really it's going to be a one-off. Whatever happens over 90 minutes happens.
All right, well, I got to say, your eyes lit up a little bit more when you were talking about the Ajax more than Manchester United. So
yeah.
Prediction-wise, is that your team?
Yeah, I'm going with Ajax, yeah. Something, I think it's something romantic about it. It's the final's going to be 22 years to the day since they won the 1995 Champions League, or old European Cup, but it was the Champions League then. And they did that with basically a bunch of kids from Amsterdam, and they were the last team to really be able to rule Europe with a bunch of local kids, and that team set the stage for the great Dutch teams that competed for everything in the 90s. So you know, the soccer romantic in me is saying Ajax. Manchester United right now, they're kind of functional and dull, so
all right, well,
Ajax.
I like the passion here, and if you like the passion, you want to make sure to follow along with Marcus on Twitter at MKOmard or myself at CoxCourtney, but make sure to keep it locked in right here at NESN.com. We've got all your soccer needs covered.